you guys are. Live chat. Let me see everybody here. Hi, you guys. Hi, Lucianne. Hi, Marjorie. Mary. Calf Moons. Conversations that matter. So glad that you guys are here. Hi, Gloria, Robin, Jan. Yes, Marjorie, many good things are happening these past 7 months with the Dems in office. We need a larger margin for majorities. Hi, Tara Love. So, hi, you matter to me. Okay, so yesterday I really wanted to go live last night because I knew juicy big stuff was going to happen today, and the Department of Justice has exceeded my expectations. You guys, this is a preview for like the next 7 weeks of stuff getting done. Really, it's like amazing. This makes me so happy. But then I couldn't go live. But anyway, we're here. We're going to catch up on some things before we head into this quarter moon, because a lot of things have happened as per usual. But the thing is, it's like a lot is happening, but it's like, you know, the bottom isn't falling out anymore. There is an endpoint because Donholio is out of office. But now the documents can come forward. Now whistleblowers are talking. So it seems like there's a lot more crap that he's done. No, he did what he did. We're just finding out about it. We're going to keep finding out about things. And it's, you know, it's a weird thing to try to straddle. One administration moving forward, the other one is super effed up, and we're finding out about all of that stuff. So I was like trying to make notes on things I wanted to cover yesterday. See, these are my crazy notes. We'll get to them. Let me check in and say hello first, okay? Yes, for entertainment. Yes, I should just write that out, because careful of the words in the chat you might be using, because I don't want to start buffering. Yes, this is always for entertainment purposes only. I read, if you're new, welcome. I read the tarot a little bit differently than most people. I use a lot of astrology. I just use that, think of it as another map, another way to interpret information. You don't have to know about astrology at all. Just listen to the story. And now I've been incorporating asteroids as well, because wow, do they have stories to tell. It really enhances the overall story and what we're trying to understand what's going on. We are coming off of the full moon we had. You guys remember that full moon way back? July 23rd? Full moons, remember, are about revelations, climax. But the full moon we had was a little bit different because it was at 0 degrees Aquarius. That means if each sign is 30 degrees, and it takes the moon about 28 and a half days to make a full rotation around the earth, that means there's going to be another full moon. So every year we have 13 full moons. They call it a blue moon because there's one sign that is going to get a double full moon in its sign. And the sun right now is in Leo, but we're going to have 2 full moons in Aquarius. So it's like they are connected. It's like these 2 moons know they have a really special job to do. And full moons are about revelations, a climax. We're getting the treats of getting a lot of revelation, and boy howdy, we are getting a lot of revelations. And usually, you know, the moon ebbs and flows. Things peak at a full moon and then they kind of slow down. the moon gets dimmer, and then we go into a new moon, and then we repeat this cycle. But the thing is, it's like we peak with this full moon, and it's like that full moon holds that note even though we go to our new moon and we come back to a full moon. It's like the lens is wide open. So for Aquarius then, this sign is about science. It's about your networks. It's about your innovators. It's about your friends. It's about humanitarian efforts, your friends. I've always believed that Aquarius was actually the one that envisioned the sign of Leo, the sun, the galaxy, the thing that perceived our galaxy, our sun, before it came to be. This is traditionally ruled by the planet Saturn. Its modern ruler is the planet Uranus. Electricity, record-setting events, hurricane force winds. It's like way out there. This is how like we download our information. Think of Einstein. So it's pretty active. We are going to have our official third quarter moon tomorrow morning, 9:30 in DC. This is shaping up to be a really wicked week for weather. So watch your local weather forecast, please, wherever you are, because not only does it seem rather tornadic, a lot of low pressures, there's a potential for a lot of rain, flooding possibly. But this is one of those setups where, so you get the bad weather, but then it stalls, or it'll train over itself in one location, and it's like you get double, triple, quadruple the rainfall that you were supposed to get. The reason being, obviously, Taurus and Leo are fixed signs. The sun is in Leo, the moon is in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus has to do with moisture, the moon, rain. And there's a lot of tension in the air. Like a lot of water is going to be released. It's almost like I feel like it's like a cord gets cut and it's just like a lot of rain. So pay attention this week, because I think our local forecasts are going to probably change tomorrow. We're going to get something totally different. And whatever moves into your area, just please be prepared. And also watch your heart. This is a very stressful week for heart, again, as we head into our new moon in about a week. Okay? Good evening. How are you guys doing? Hey, happy birthday, Leslie. Nice to see you. Everyone wish Leslie a happy birthday. We're so happy she's here. I just wanted to comment. Oh, there's Pamela Bryant. Hello. Pamela, you were having a discussion in the chat with someone else the other night. I can't remember their name. I just want to say, moderators, thank you so much for all the support you give to one another and each other. I know that the person that was there, I think, had a really rotten, horrible week, dealing with a lot of crap on a really crappy week. Like a lot of catastrophes. So I just want to give a shout out to you guys for being there for one another. If you're here, welcome. If you're really struggling, please seek your local resources for help. And I just feel compelled to put a shout out there. I don't even know what the hotline is for suicide prevention. Can someone find that number? I know it's supposed to be an easy number to remember, but it's a suicide prevention hotline. If you're getting to your wits' end, you guys, please seek help, okay? All the crap we went through in 2020, I kind of summarized that in our last video. I mean, I'll just say we had, on top of it, we had 6 eclipses. Besides all this other stuff that happens once every hundreds, thousands, several thousands years, all that got compacted and hit us last year. This year, it's kind of like we're sorting out the fallout and adjusting to everything. getting ready for 2022 and our Pluto return. These are very difficult times. You're going to find that you might just be getting along fine, and you might notice other people are stumbling and falling and just getting hit left and right with one catastrophe after another. Those people are really, really struggling. And at some point in this year, you yourself might fall down as well, because that is what this year is about: adjusting to what happened, cleaning everything up, and trying to move on. Okay, so I just want to put that out there. Yes. Okay, you guys are so chatty. I love it. Oh, there is the Colorado crisis. Am I buffering? Colorado crisis support. Oh, I don't know if we're able to post phone numbers, because I don't know if the chat will pick up on that as, doxing. I feel bad even. Ay, we'll see. Okay. Oh, show. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Hi, Marby. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We are more than halfway done with 2020, so that's good. But here's my big but. You guys remember last year? Yes, it was terrible. But remember how that planet Mars was in Aries for like 6 months because it retrograded? It stayed there. I think it was there from like June through December. Maybe it was July. And a lot of stuff happened the last half of the year. Not to mention like three more eclipses, some more Jupiter. I mean, another half a year of that garbage crap we all went through. So Mars was there that whole time. Well, guess what? Especially this fall. Mars right now has been orbiting. It moved out of Aries. So right now it just moved to 0 degrees Virgo. It will be exactly 180 degrees opposite when it goes 0 degrees Libra in about 7 weeks. Around the time fall starts, fall is going to be bonkers. A lot of stuff is going to get thrown up in the air again. But it's because Mars is going to be opposite Mars. And all the stuff that happened in the last part of the year is up for review again. It's going to clash and hit heads again. So that's coming up. But I just want to tell you, this Mars in Virgo makes me so very, 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 very happy. Let me get my... Oh, of course, Pamela. It was a good... You guys have some really good conversations. I really try to read through them later on. I try to keep up. I do my best. So anyway, so Mars is orbiting in Virgo. In the zodiac, the horoscope, Virgo owns this real estate over here. This area, I've talked a lot, that has to do with like your daily routine. It has to do with your healthcare professionals. It has to do with the military, public servants, intel, investigations, your diet, exercise, routine, your health. So if you're getting the impulse to be like eating vegetables and kind of changing your routine right now and your health and your activity, this is a good time because Mars is pushing you to do that. Here's the thing. Mars really, 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 really likes being in Virgo. Virgo is the sign about the compassionate servant. It is truly about service. A lot of times you might know Virgos in your life who really love to cook, nourish, and take care of people, maybe run errands, get that stuff organized, get things organized, make a plan. You know, a lot, hands, you know, my itchy hands. My moon is in Virgo. So Virgo hands are very active. People with Virgo activity usually have to have something to do with their hands. You know, me, tarot cards. Before that, I couldn't stop playing Sudoku at times, or I used to play piano. But always, like, the hands want to talk. The hands want to do something. Virgo can be a little anal retentive. That's a word from a long time ago. A little bit perfectionistic. They can't just let something be done when they've done it. They might get a little obsessive about making something perfect. And if they can't get something perfect, or they're feeling a little insecure, that's kind of where you might start seeing the criticism or the people being hypercritical. So people are going to be spurred to want to serve, to help, to do things day to day in their routines. Be careful of those Virgos. Be conscious about how you want to respond to people who are hypercritical, who nitpick to no end, who are super critical. You're going to have to clap back on that and just be brutally honest. They should get the picture. Virgos, they may be hurt because you clap back and they weren't expecting it. But this is a time to kind of revolutionize that part of your life. Okay? So I just wanted to get that out there. But here's the thing. In our military, this area of the chart is about the true public servant. These are the people who should be in public office. We have the GOP who really like focusing on this part of the chart, which has to do businesses, with business, CEOs, executive, the spotlight. That's not the nature of Virgo. That is not the nature of being a public servant. Or Donholio. It's all about me. You serve me, you serve me, you serve me. No, that's not where Virgo is. It's not about the sun. Virgo does not like being in the spotlight. Like you think of Leo, the sun, being on the stage. No. This is the true public servant, the true one who's devoted to make things just really nice and perfect, because they understand the perfection of our world. And there is perfection to be had in every moment, but sometimes they can get lost, but that's okay. They just need to know when to quit, move on to the next thing. There is no ego. No ego in Virgo. Mars has to do with ego and action. It has to do with war. As a public servant, when you put your ego aside, that makes you the very best servant you possibly could be with Mars there. When you are energized purely for being of service to others, that's where you excel. That's who our military and our public servants truly are. I am here to serve something greater than myself. That is this. That is this. Okay? So, I am really liking this because I think, for several reasons, we are going to see our Department of Justice shine. We are going to see all of those who truly are about public service. They're going to be charged with horsepower to get stuff done. The people who can't, Their egos are in the way. They should not be in public service at all. At our full moon, this area is the 6th house of public service. We had the Mars at 26 degrees Leo. We had Venus at 2 degrees Virgo. They're close together. They're pretty harmonious. You get Mars and Venus together, they like for things to get going. They like to have results. We had that infrastructure thing. I could not believe it. I mean, think about it, Infrastructure Week. That was amazing. That is that pure intention being put out there. So in the United States chart, in the US chart, Virgo is over here. Virgo is at home here, but in the US chart, it's up here in the 9th house. And you know what the 9th house is? That's our law enforcement. That's the Department of Justice. It's also our extremists, our philosophies. Mars went into Virgo like yesterday after the noon hour, and stuff is getting done. I was expecting stuff to get done, but just watch how they ramp up with the January 6th stuff. Holy cow. The Department of Justice getting all their people. I mean, it's like they're going to grow superpowers and get this stuff done. It is truly amazing. And Venus is in Virgo right now. Venus is not strong in Virgo at all, because Venus is a planet of like luxury. We just kind of want to relax and be comforted, you know, No, Virgo does not have time to relax. It makes them a little jittery. But it certainly is going to bring harmony and being able to organize oneself, get stuff done, and it's going to be fired up. I am so excited for this transit. Plus, all that stuff that happened last year, we've never been in this platform before in our life, in hundreds of years. 2020, truly, we're figuring out what happened, and we're resetting everything and getting organized. It's like a blank slate. And until Mars gets all the way through the zodiac, it's still such an open, creative platform. We are not going back to the way things were, even though the GOP thinks they can do that. They can't. It won't work. I mean, they're just so ridiculous now. It just... nothing is working from them. The energies are so off, and I think they're so confused on why can't we go back and use our tricks the way we did? Well, because the universe has moved on. Your tricks won't work anymore. You guys are done. You're done, beyond done, right? Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Leslie, it's all coming out, I know. And so there's a lot that's going to be coming out. I'm like now just trying to keep up with what we're finding out. Hi, Marjorie. Here's this. Oh, you are going to be productive this month. Okay. Hi, Connie Brown. Okay. So, that makes me very excited. Okay. You guys, Donald is so done. I was wondering if he was going to get his arse kicked this week. Yeah, kind of. Let me tell you what happened. I mean, it is so bad. He's so mad. I think he might have cried today. I got that while I was driving the car, that he just couldn't believe this happened, and he just kind of sat alone and whimpered. I think there were real tears. I could be wrong. This is for entertainment purposes only. So, oh my God. So, Okay. This is Donald's chart, basically. On the ascendant. Remember, this is the east-west horizon for whoever's new. The sun rises in the east. It hits its peak in the middle of the day, and it's right over you. And then it goes on in the afternoon, and then it sets in the western horizon. So, but we know it's the earth that is spinning and the sun is staying still. But this is just how the horoscopes work. So, when he was born, I think the sun was over here. He was born like around 11 a.m. So his ascendant, the ascendant is the sign on the eastern horizon that gives you life. So when you were born and the doctor someone recorded the time of birth, when you took your first breath, that's what was on the eastern horizon. The ascendant gives you life. It brings life into you. It's how you approach the world. It's how you are first introduced to the world and people see you, and this is where you first know how to interact with the world. So think of like first impressions. This is where we get our juice for our first impressions. Some people are amazing, some people are arse, but it has to do with the rising sign in the east. The ascendant is as important as your sun. When you're reading your horoscope, you want to read for your sun and your rising sign, because sometimes that sun horoscope may not apply, but you're like, oh yeah, it's totally my ascendant. So Donald's ascendant is 29 degrees Leo. This degree is also the degree of like the king. Is it Regulus, the star Regulus, which has to do with a king. So this is what gives him life, 29 degrees. In this area now, this is like secrets and hidden enemies. This is like where you get in trouble. Well, in this area that's kind of hidden, your blind spot, is his Pluto, his power planet, his destructive, obsessive, him. And then he has his Mars, your energizer, at 26 degrees Leo. And 3 degrees down here is his ascendant, 29 degrees Leo. I made a note here about 27 degrees Leo. I can't remember where. I'm putting this note in here for me. The asteroid Zhao. In one of the lunations, I can't remember which one, which has to do with obstacles, overcoming an obstacle. I need to find that. But anyway, so his Mars, his energizer, is 26 Leo. And I was wondering, as Mars had been going through Leo, what was going to happen to him when Mars hit his Pluto? I think that might have been the New York. It might not have. That was at the beginning of July. But I really wanted to know what would happen when Mars came and hit his Mars 26 Leo, and when it hit his ascendant, because when the last time we had Mars go through Leo, he was a real ass in 2019. And he was so super charged up the last half of 2019. And we're finding out more and more what he did. You guys, he is getting his butt handed to him. This is why I think he kind of cried today. But so I had to make a list of all the stuff that happened. So since the full moon, which was 26 degrees Leo, that's his Mars. The days before, that had to do with Tom Barrack and the 4 Chinese nationals. So it was on its way. Stuff was coming and hitting him in his blind spot out of the clear blue sky. So what happened yesterday or the other day, Mars was at 29 Leo. This is how he got hit. That the Department of Justice would not defend Mo Brooks with the case with Eric Swalwell. I think, is Eric Swalwell also suing Donholio? I don't know. But Mo Brooks is Donholio's, a guy to help him out. He's so pissed that infrastructure passed. like furious, throwing tables. So mad. Then that whole cinema garbage. The other day, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, they had the Trump family. Now, this is also the kids. They had a setback with their appeals. Now, this goes back to 2016 and another fraud case. I think it was related to when he was on Celebrity Apprentice and there was this other company, ACN, I don't know. But again, it goes into that fraud. Maybe that's where he was telling people to be like me, buy real estate. Anyway, there was a setback in that case. They could not go to arbitration because they were hoping they could just go to arbitration, keep everything neat, quiet, under wraps. No, they're going to discovery, and this is going to be all public. And Don, Eric, and Ivanka, they're all sucked into this as well. So that happened with this. We found out that the IRS can pursue offshore tax evasion cases, like with the Panama Papers and the Paradise Papers. So that was another kick to the teeth. Holy cow, yesterday, the Navy decided to charge the sailor who set the fire against the USS, is it the Bone? Richard, July 12th, 2020. That fire raged on for 4 days. That aircraft carrier, the second largest one, built in 1998, it was to carry these incredible fighter jets. I was reading about them and what they do. And oh my gosh, if I would not want, if I didn't like the United States, I would not want to have to deal with those fighter jets. So this ship burned for 4 days. It was not salvageable. It had recently been refitted so it could take on these like F-35 super fighter jets that can refuel under darkness. And somehow it has been made so it can work with the Royal Navy and the Air Force and also Australia. It's made so that we can work with our allies. It's crazy what these planes do. So they charged a guy for setting that fire with arson. It's bad. This ship, I mean, they're losing billions of dollars, and it's getting scrapped in Austin, Texas. We found out about the how about that memo about the tax return? The memo about him and the corrupt election and the DOJ, and then also, we're getting your tax returns. Talk about getting a kick to the teeth, a gut punch. This is how Mars is treating him in his chart. Mars in the first house should be giving him a lot of energy, and he definitely will be fighting this stuff. But I mean, how awful is that? There's like no silver lining to be able to leverage something for the good. He's on defense the whole time. We also found out, this Mars did, that the Trump campaign took $3.5 million of their money to pay people on January 6th to do whatever they did. Oh my gosh, that NSO, that spyware Pegasus. We found out that was pitched this, again, here's San Diego. The San Diego Police Department to hack hundreds of cell phones. That happened. We found Senator Barbara Boxer was mugged. They stole her cell phone. I have traced that back to people trying to figure out because she has a lot of similar content, like trying to break that phone apart to see how people are getting caught in nefarious activities, especially stuff in California. Cheney and Kinzinger are kicking butt. And President Biden has been doing a lot of stuff. You'll see a little blurb here and there, but going aggressively with antitrust measures on things that he's signing. It all encapsulates basically going after the mob, giant corporations that are associated with this transnational mafia. It's, if you can stand out, if you pan out, you can start seeing what they've been working on in the background that we couldn't see. All these things are coming together, and these people, they're nailed. They're done. They're totally done, and they don't know which way to turn or what to do. How are you guys doing? It was your birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, let me just check. Yeah, Marjorie, I can't say that name. Thank you. Oh, so Swalwell is suing both Donholio and Junior. Oh boy. So so when you have Mars in your first house, it's supposed to energize you, and you should be able to feel like, you know, the world has your back and you're able to do anything. He keeps getting kicked, you guys. He keeps getting kicked. Okay. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Oh, one last thing I wanted to mention. So you guys know I ended up doing the full moon chart on my own. It's just been a crazy week. Well, here's the chart. I was upset because this card came up. This is the astrology card. I use astrology cards. This is the Black Moon astrology card deck by Susan Shepard. I love this so much. When I lay out these taroscopes, I pick a card for each section. This Neptune sacrifice card does not show up very often, we've discovered in the past year. And when it does show up, I get really, really upset because I just know something bad's going to happen. But I think I figured out what this one was. But I'm going to just tell you some examples of how this card has behaved. This card showed up several weeks ago, but it was in this area, which has to do like with local neighborhoods and communities. And that was the Surfside condo collapse. I mean, it happened very quickly after, was it the new moon or the quarter moon? It happened very quickly. It showed up here. I can't remember what the other one was. I know it showed up in the 10th house and in the 9th house. When it showed up here in this 9th house, lands far away. Also our courts, the Department of Justice. Ruthie, Justice Ginsburg, passed away. Those are the only examples I can come up with it off the top of my head. So when I see this card, I panic a bit. This now came here in the 2nd house of income, gains, money, salary. Well, when that was announced, it happened, the moon was 27 degrees Aries when that announcement came. And right now the moon is probably really close to the 2nd house. There's 2 things that come to mind. I think this is Donald sacrificing his tax returns because we're talking about Washington, D.C. and the Treasury. I also think, I wanted to say, was thinking it could be the testimony by our Capitol Police officers, because this has to do with your substance and your values of who you are. But that happened the other day and everybody was watching it, so that would be more like up here in the skies for everyone to see. But everyone values our substance is through being able to defend our nation and our capital. And it was very difficult. So those 2 things happened. There was one, I had to go look at this. So you guys know how I've been saying Kamala, Vice President Kamala, I'm like, she's working on stuff in the background. People don't realize, because she's, was a former prosecutor. She was the Attorney General of California. She knows this stuff. And like, even when she was a senator, she still had access to like records in California. And there's so much mobster stuff going on in California. So she has a very rich background in knowing what's going on, especially now. And she's always shown as like the person that's kind of like organizing stuff. She's not coordinating with the Department of Justice, but being aware of what's going on and then what the administration is doing and that type of stuff. So when we found out today, the moon was 27 degrees area. Aries. When we found out about the memo from the DOJ about Donald saying the election was corrupt, etc. Well, at this lunation, at 27 degrees Aries, was the asteroid Camellia, but I use that for Kamala. Cannot make this up at all. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. The last several lunations, she is sitting in such great positioning with these General MacArthur, World War II, the end of the war, and then Plutarchos. I love this asteroid, Plutarchos. He's the one that mentored Marcus Aurelius. He's the one who invented basically like the responsibility of having morals in service to other. I mean, he did not like luxury, a lot of money. No, his thing that made him rush with love and feel filled up was being like the best public servant. And so these asteroids have been orbiting together for a while. And that I just feel so confident with what's going on behind the scenes and we can't see. And I'm not supposed to know. She just keeps giving me like a smile and Spirit's like, no, you don't need to know anything else, but she'll just keep smiling pleasantly. Right? So, okay. Okie doke. So I just want to make sure I talked about that stuff. We do have a quarter moon coming up, but I also want to know if you guys had any questions. Things are not good for the Republican Party. There's more stuff coming up on the horizon that is kicking their behind left and right. This 11 degrees Leo again is this 11 degrees Leo. Okay, let me talk about this. 11 degrees Leo. This is the GOP ascendant of their chart, what gives them life. GOP ascendant. Oh God, I was just so mad when I figured this out. So the day when we found out about the ship catching fire, and the way I was throwing cards here, asking if people knew, I think because it has to do with the chart from 7/12/2020. It's connected, I can't remember exactly. But Pompeo lined up with stuff he should not have lined up, because that was at 3 degrees Leo, and so did Eric Prince. And someone else had this 3 degrees Leo. That was the thing, the trigger with that. So they, of course, left I think their digital fingerprints all over this, just like with what happened in Venezuela and those Green Berets trying to have a coup. Pompeo was related to that one. All this, I think there is big stuff coming up. These guys are a mess. They are in trouble. Yes. For entertainment purposes only. Okay. Yeah, let's find out where he is. Okay, we want to know. That's the asteroid. Wait, I need to do something first, though. Okay. So the release of taxes. This is what we need to talk about. Historically, whenever, remember the New York, the DA got Trump's taxes last year. So last year. And then 2-3 days later, there was a major DDoS attack. I think maybe AT&T was involved, Verizon. It was a massive attack. I think maybe one of the times he was impeached, we've had cyber attacks immediately after. So that's what I want to read on. How is Donald's retaliation? What is Donald's retaliation for this? Because he's pissed. But we will get... Yes, for entertainment purposes only. I need... Okay. I don't know where my other deck is. Maybe it's recovering. So if you haven't seen this yet, this is my mini deck that I've been working with for the past week or so. Because I needed a separate deck that I could write on, but that could talk about hacking. Because that's where we are. The hacking, the espionage, all that kind of stuff. So I would like to get my other deck, but I'm told I need this deck because I think his retaliation is going to be through the cyber. So, tarot. The Department of Justice told the Treasury that the Oversight Committee could have Donald's tax. So, you know what? Show me department. The Department of Justice told the Treasury Department you could Donald's taxes. Good news. Page of Cups. Donald's taxes. 3 of Pentacles. Locked away. Could be released to the Oversight Committee. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. The Hanged Man reverse. We can get them. The Department of Justice. The 5 of Cups. It's taken way too freaking long. Told the Treasury. Queen of Swords reversed. That is interesting. That would be the... Treasury. Money. Gains money. This is what you're going to do. These are the orders. We're going to go do this. Because she was just standing there the whole time with the law before. The law has been ordered. Go in and get that. Okay? So this is... Oh, the committee. Okay. Oh boy, we're already messed up here, aren't we? That did not take long. Which way does this go? Okay. Tarot, I want to see Donald so they ordered his tax returns. I know how Donald's going to retaliate. DT. Because, you know, Russia and China are all over in those returns. Justice. He is going to seek some justice. He is pissed at the Justice Department. This Justice card also shows up for me for Putin's justice. But the courts has to do with, okay, what's covering him? Judgments. There's judgments about his taxes. So I know he's pissed. He wants to retaliate. What's his challenge here? Strength. He does not have a strong case. This card is also my card for Russian strength, for the Russian mafia. So his challenge is the Russia, and he's weak. At the basis of his retaliation, what is he going to do? Oh, here we go. Oh, so the Six of Pentacles is being charitable, a balance, information going in one way or another. This Six of Pentacles reversed is what I see when they just go and take and grab whatever they want or impose themselves where they don't get to go. So it's like the ultimate in rule breaking, taking the ball and going home, and then just it's just really gross and nasty. I just do not like it. But this is kind of like if someone's going to like take over a server with their data. Oh, there you go. Are these servers? What's crowning Donald's retaliation? Seven of Swords. Reversed, the fact that he has to forfeit his tax return. Someone is coming for them and he wants to change the plan. So because in the past, what happened in the past that's making him choose his type of retaliation? So he's got something set up here. The Hangman, remember we had this for the committee that's receiving his tax returns. This committee pisses him off. What's up your sleeve? Something is up his sleeve with them. The Queen of Pentacles, this makes me think of that spyware, like NSO, the Pegasus spyware. There's another nation state that's going to be involved with this retaliation. This is going to lead to what? The King of Pentacles. Could be MBS, the Saudis, someone in the Middle East. Is this Donald? No, this is not Donald. But it is leading to another nation leader. Transmitting information, Six of Swords. Wants to get to calm waters. He wants to transmit stuff. High Priestess, the Rush. I'm seeing Ivanka here. Ivanka has been showing up as this High Priestess. So he's going to retaliate. Okay. I think it might be with hacking and... Okay. Okay, so tarot. I want to know how all these actors are going to act and behave with the retaliation. Like, what's their role? What happened in the past? What's going on? And what do they expect to have happen with Donald's retaliation because of his tax returns being released? I mean, Chuck Grassley is saying, oh, we can't do this because private citizens, this is... No, it's the law. Chuck Grassley, man. So Donald's, 3 cards for Donald's retaliation. The GOP is going to help by Russia. Oh, oh my gosh. It's like their little army. They're happy. It's like, you know, when there's an emergency and the siren's going off and the fire department is loading up in the truck and they're getting right. This is how they feel to me right now. And then what's China going to do for retaliation? They're going to hack. This is the Five of Cups card. So it's like one system comes in the top cup, one of the cups that's upright. They gather all the stuff they want. They make a big mess, and then another person or something leaves. It's like a two-tier system. It's the help with another, getting in, getting out, getting what they want, moving stuff. Man, they are Fool. Oh my gosh. New beginning. Okay. So Donald's retaliation. Because of this, fast data transfer. I'm expecting a hack. A fast data transfer, you know, that's getting in somewhere, taking data, taking information. Like maybe it's another giant corporate cooperating corporate with malware, ransomware, because someone's going to get caught here. The Five of Pentacles reversed. Progress. This is like breaking and entering. Activating malware against a target. So that's what Donald is planning to do with his retaliation. The GOP, with their retaliation, they are lovers. We're in love with Donald. We're in love with the Russia. We're in love with we're in love with becoming an autocratic dictator thing. We just want all the power. But they are working with another probably nation to do whatever needs to be done for the retaliation, because Donald is done. The Ten of Swords, the operator, he's nailed. They're also nailed. The King of Swords could be a lawmaker, reversed. It is like the master hacker or a stealth hacker we don't know about, or the malware has already been inserted and they're associated with that leadership. That's the GOP. Now Russia has a 5-alarm fire. Oh my God, look at that, the death card. The death card. This is it. We're done. There's going to be a massive change. This is equivalent to like my asteroids Wuhan. This is preying upon something. Wow. There's a Two of Wands. So upright, that's a plan. Reversed, this is like the plan that's going to be inserted. This is like a short-term plan, inserting something, and they're not acting with anyone. Whoever these people are kind of have their order to go in and go do it. The Queen of Wands, queens are nations. This is usually Putin at his direction, but he can't look like it's from him, that it's from some other group. But he knows they are definitely in on it. And China is going to no. So my no card, I need another card. My no card, this is the card. If you have the no card and you have it like with another card, you're supposed to cover something up or dispose of it. So like a no with the Queen of Wands is cover up your relationship with that Queen of Wands. Dispose of. But this is reversed. So this is not only covering up, but also making sure there's no plausible deniability. Think like super stealth. The Queen of Cups. This is the United States of America. Reverse attack. Page of Cups. Good news, we got what we want. This is also AI. I need some more cards here. This is the cover-up of the cover-up. What is China covering up with the retaliation? The Nine of Wands reversed. These are your defenses, your security defenses. Reversed, the breach of security, how they got in and out. I just heard Biden laugh in my head. They're laughing. I think they set something up. And I just had that devil card just flash in my head from the last excerpt that I did. Okay. Okay, I'm already laughing. I don't know what they're doing, but there's a countermeasure in place already. We have to look at that. Queen of Cups, so China, good news. Their artificial intelligence, there's an intercept. Oh, PingTANG. This is PingTUNG. Okay, I need to look at those. So my asteroids, PingTANG, PingTUNG. I purposely put them on these cards. PingTANG is the thing that sends out the ping. It's almost like the tower. The message is out there. The PingTUNG is the thing that connects with that and is a match. Okay? So it's dependent on the ping. This is like where the thing is that needs to be pinged. So so China's got the PingTUNG. And their retaliation, I don't think they know they've gotten tongued because the tang is out there. What's this Page of Cups? The Hierophant, the government. So China is planning to cover up of USA defenses, turn her over, but this Page of Cups is intercepted by the government. I don't know. I think, and I have President Biden is laughing and smirking. It's like these guys, okay, that last video that I did with Frank Figliuzzi and also Chris Krebs, they're all trying to be very polite and not laugh. Like, you know how you put your hand up, kind of like how, to cover your mouth because you're laughing, kind of like how Fauci did when Donald was giving a press. They're all kind of doing that. So I don't think it's going to go well for them. Okay. So, okay. How are you doing? Let me check in with you guys. Yeah, the countermeasures. We have so many countermeasures in place. I love it. Okay. So that's that. Eric Prince is not happy either. I had checked in with him recently. I think he's kind of tired of the game. Well, because he's caught. So I'm going to use other cards. Dun dun dun. Who was Pompeo was showing up? It was not good, and I was pissed off at him. Also, just be aware of this, you guys. I don't like what's going on in Colombia because there's like a massive a migrant kind of crisis building up on a small town in Colombia of people from Haiti and is it the Dominican Republic? No, it's Cuba and Haiti, because remember that the Haitian president was assassinated, and then Cuba, they're in a lot of protests right now. They want to get away, so they're going to this little town in Colombia, and their hope is to get to the United States. However, this town, it's a small town, and it's overrun. I think there's 10,000 migrants there. It's really, like, their water system, their infrastructure can't handle it, and so they, like, I think their water system broke, and there's no, it's really bad. It's really bad. My heart breaks for them. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay. Pompeii. he... Show me Pompeo. After today's news, the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, that's the card that Ruthie, after she passed, said, be careful of these guys with the Knight of Pentacles. As I worked at, these are traitors. They're traitors. He is in hot water. He is in a lot of trouble right now. Show me 3 things he's in trouble for right now. The most pressing things. Oh, and he is working with Eric Prince. Show me Eric Prince. And his, oh gosh, he is just... a thing they keep doing over and over. The 8 of Pentacles, you know, wash, rinse, repeat. The propaganda, the Bitcoin mining, the running money back and forth. Oh, 9 of Wands reversed. Breaking and entering someone's network. For the Queen of Wands, that would be Putin. The Knight of Pentacles, the first problem he's having, the 9 of Swords, is nightmare and anxiety. Reversing that. I don't feel like he's getting a relief from this. He did something. I think this was part of an attack somewhere. Something inducing high anxiety, high fear. I don't know if we know about this yet. He wants that under wraps because he conspired. The 3 of Cups conspired. You know, that's him, and it's not the United States. These are other bad foreign actors. Major things happening. The 2 of Cups, breaking an agreement. I think this is his broken agreement with the United States. What does our intel DOJ know about this 9 of Swords? He's got the Russia, Putin. So this is what they know. The settlement he made with Russia to do this here against us. The conspiracy intel DOJ knows about. The GOP, the big donors, the family, his broken agreement. Holy shit, did he steal money? The 6 of Pentacles. I think this is State Department money that was supposed to go for someone else. And what did they do with this money? What did they do with this money? Used it for a different purpose. AI, Page of Cups, embedded. Oh, God. This could be associated with malware, like Pegasus. With news about the 5 of Pentacles reversed. I think this is about hacking. I think these guys are involved in something really bad using the United States money through his department, the State Department. And again, remember, just because we don't have arrests, that doesn't mean things are necessarily bad. It probably means there's an active counterintelligence measure going on, meaning our guys are actively engaging with whatever they're trying to do with us and make a big mess out of things. It's like Frank Figliuzzi said, if people get arrested, that's not necessarily a good thing because it means something went wrong in the counterintelligence and they have to act. The counterintelligence measures are a means by which you can just shut everything down and not be known about it, and you don't have to give up who told you or how they knew that we knew that information. So I don't think we will see arrests unless it's an emergency. Like Maria Butina got arrested because she was ready to leave the country. She knew how to fly a plane. I think, was she like getting ready to go to the airport or something like that? I mean, it was really close, and they arrested her. So with all the anxiety surrounding what the prior administration did, I think we know what's going on, and if they have to intervene, they will. But the counterintelligence investigations is yielding more information, more informants, and how and what they're doing, because this is a global thing. It's not just us, it's our allies as well, who are also counting on this whole thing to work out so we can just take it down. We get one chance. Hi, Mims. Okay. Eric Prince. Something gonna come to light? What'd you do? Yes, betrayal, Three of Swords. So if you think of swords as thought and intelligence, this is like Eric Prince working with two others to insert something into a system. They already betrayed America. This isn't getting relief from America. This is from their betrayal. This is digging in and taking more. The Ten of Pentacles, the Trump dynasty, reversed. These are like other dynasties, autocrats, dictatorships, data. It's also getting a hold of all that data. Third thing, the Page of Pentacles. The people with the data. Are these like people who carried the data? Or I don't think they're hackers, but oh, they're hackers. The Four of Swords reversed. They acquire data through probably malware, things that are inserted. Yes, we can't see that, but it's like he's got people on the ground running around acquiring data. Oh. This is like the shadow. This is what Pompeo did in office, and Prince is like the shadow government, running money around, taking action to get things in place. You know, like with hackers or bringing money to someone or bringing whatever. He's helps to stage things. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. So, how are you guys doing? How long have we been going? What's this? So, you know what? I feel good about that. We have our quarter moon tomorrow. I don't feel like doing that Terrascope yet. Maybe I can come live later on and do that Terrascope. But I just wanted to bring you guys up to speed so you can see what was going on. Kind of sort out this crazy news this week. We're on top of things. We are in really, really good shape. Okay, you guys? So I think we're gonna call it a night. This is a good place ahead of our quarter moon. We're gonna have different weather. Things are gonna be different, you guys. And I wonder if I have my eyes on Mars. I have my eyes on Venus. I have my eye on that asteroid Aotearoa, which has to do with speed and fire. I am wondering if the cerveza virus if it's kind of peaked at its speed and wrath. I mean, it's still being spread, but I feel like somehow that fire is getting dampened. Because, like, you know how we had all these heat domes and all the heat and everything? It was kind of traveling, like, with that type of heat and speed, but I think it might break. We'll see. But things are kind of pointing that way. I don't know. We'll see. For entertainment purposes only, okay? Okay, thank you, Connie Brown. Okay, hey, thank you, Holly Coleman. Thank you, Marjorie. Yes, we'll give the kitty some love. She's so sweet. She is such a sweet kitten. She is the most sensitive cat I have ever had when it comes to noise and intuition and wanting to look for something. but she's so sensitive. Like if anybody ever raises their voice, like the kids start, arguing loudly, she walks in, she's like, yeah, 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 like she's mocking them for being loud and like, be quiet. She is just something else. I've never had a cat like her before. Thank you, Lucienne. You're at 100 degrees today, Mims. Okay, so let's hope that the forecast start changing tomorrow. Thank you, Leslie. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Mims. Okay, we'll catch up with you guys later. Thanks. Good night.